Wow. So you can see off the top, that top line cracks, and then that whole side just slowly is like sheared off the side of the ball. Dude, look at this thing. This whole piece just like slid. Could the massive ball from Target stop a bullet? That is what we're going to test today. You've seen it. They're big, they're famous, they're outside all targets. They're the big concrete balls. And today, if you're anything like me, you've wondered, I wonder what would happen if you shot that thing. Would it just splinter? Would it crack in half? Would it shatter everywhere? Today we're gonna find out. We have this probably over 1,000-pound concrete ball. So it is basically identical to the balls that you see at Target, and Zach spray painted it red. The grass is not red naturally around it. That's from the spray paint. We have Fred standing by, who has now gone like over a month without taking any hits. So he's having a great holiday season. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. This is gonna be a fun one. We're gonna shoot it with everything all the way up to a 50 cal and see how it reacts. Let's do it. So the practical purpose of these is to protect from cars, I think. You know, when you go to like a grocery store or like a big retail chain, they have just like concrete posts or concrete blocks. Some of them do have concrete balls to keep vehicles from like coming up on the curbs and stuff. So I'm assuming that's the purpose of these. The primary purpose when I was a kid was just to jump on them. You just like jump from ball to ball. Super Mario. Are you recording?
Yes.
Are you sure this is the best angle?
It's perfect.
Shall I look at you?
Don't move.
All right, guys, before we get into the video, I just want to say that we're not affiliated with Target in any way, and that this video is just for entertainment purposes only.
Perfect.
All right, so as usual, we're starting off small with a little round of 22, and we're bringing back the Ruger 1022. This is a viewer favorite, Zach, the Squirrel Slayer. It's back. Beautiful gun. Fred, we just see his little head peering over the other side. He's ready to go. Let's shoot this thing. All right, here we go. 22 against our red ball. Firing.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Okay. Actually a nice little chunk taken out of this thing. I'm actually pretty impressed. So we have like maybe like a 1/4 centimeter, nice little divot here, chipped up the paint.
You think the bullet just whizzed off?
Yeah, it sounded like it. I heard like a... Okay, moving up to our 9mm, full metal jacket, shooting our Glock 19 here. Big step up. We're gonna get a bigger dent. All right, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm firing. Okay, 9mm, much bigger divot than our 22. Maybe like a centimeter of penetration there. Definitely wider, took out the paint, but it's not doing a whole lot. These things are really tough, man. Brad, how you doing back there? He's fine. He loves playing with these big target balls. Okay, let's move to something bigger. All right, moving up to the 45 ACP, fatter bullet, shooting it with our 1911. Let's see what this one does. All right, firing.
Another big chunk.
Bigger chunk, yeah. Looks like a bigger chunk to me. It's definitely wider. So there's our point of impact. You can see that this one has a little bit more penetration than our 45 ACP. 45 ACP has more surface area, but it didn't go quite as deep. Yeah, so not a lot's happening so far. Our ball's holding up really well like we thought it would. Fred's still safe. Let's move up. So we typically use the same 8 or 9 guns on this channel, but because that ball is so durable, I think we're gonna pull out some of the bigger. Okay, we're moving up to our revolver. Here's our round of 44 Magnum. It'll definitely be bigger than the 1911. 44 Magnum against our red target ball. Firing. Boom. Hit right here in the middle. That's sticky. Definitely bigger surface area so far. It's right and smack dab in between the 9mm and the 45 ACP. Probably, it looks like pretty comparable actually in terms of like penetration to the 9mm, but dude, it's not doing much. This thing's like as solid as a rock.
I mean, it's made of rock, so it's concrete.
Yeah, I mean, it's made of rock, so.
Made you flinch?
That's not funny. I could have stopped it.
You could have stopped
it?
it?
I could stop it, try it again. Okay, we have our Spikes Tactical AR here. We're gonna be shooting it with a round of green tip 5.56, and this is our first rifle. So after this, we'll move up to some of the bigger boys, and we'll break out the slow-mo camera. All right, here's a green tip 5.56 against a big red ball from Target. Firing. Felt some shrapnel come back on that one. Check it out, huge difference here with the green tip. I'm like, even seeing like paint up here almost cracking. So that's our first round that got stuck in the ball. Everything else just kind of exploded or just bounced off. This one is still stuck in the ball and took out significant chunks out of this thing. That was our green tip 5.56. So let's move up to the Desert Eagle, kind of a fatter round, and see what kind of damage it does. Zach, play something jolly.
Okay.
Is it playing? Oh yeah, here now. So as of right now that you're watching this, it is officially our Black Friday sale at yee.com. It ends on Tuesday, but for right now, you can get up to 40% off everything on the website. So if you've been thinking about getting a hat, a shirt, if you want to gift it to somebody, your son, your daughter, your friend, your brother, your mother, anybody, get them some Yee gear for Christmas. And now's the time to do it. It's a great way to support the channel. We really appreciate it, supporting the Yee brand. That's the brand I run with my 2 brothers right here in Texas. I think there's a dog getting mauled over there or something. So remember, the sale ends on Tuesday, and Merry Christmas, everybody. We appreciate it. What does that even mean? We appreciate it. It's Christmas. All right, here we go. We have a round of 50 AE coming up next. We're going to be shooting it with our Desert Eagle, and we'll see what this one does to our ball. Desert Eagle has been crushing it lately. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Here's our Desert Eagle against our target ball. Firing.
You nicked the top, dude.
Nicked the top. All right, we moved our barrier back because we're moving up to the big boys, and I think I moved it too far back for my my accuracy with the Eagle. And nicks the top of it here. So I'm going to try to hit it in the center now. The sun was in my eyes a little bit.
It's like the sky is just filled with clouds.
All right, here we go. This is Eagle take 2.
A little better.
A little bit better. Here is our Deagle, and kind of comparable to our 45 ACP, but put a pretty good crater in it. Green tip 5.56 is definitely in the lead in terms of penetration and just like the surface area. Fred is still safe. He's got a little spider on his neck. Okay, so Deagle let us down a little bit. That was a little anticlimactic. Let's move up to a bigger caliber, see what it does. Is that cool?
Not really, no.
Moving up to 12 gauge, we have a slug here. I'm expecting a big chunk to be taken out. This should be pretty interesting. And you guys know the drill. Every time I shoot the 12 gauge, I do a behind the back trick shot, try to get it in the chamber. I've never gotten it. Maybe today will be the day. Oh, I got it! Yeah!
Wow.
Man, I'm amped up after that, dude. I don't know if I can calm down to hit this ball.
You got it, man. Lock in.
This must be what it feels like to be like a Navy SEAL.
A Navy SEAL?
Just the adrenaline's pumping.
You threw a little round behind your back into a shotgun.
Oh, I know, isn't it crazy? Okay, here we go. This is our 12 gauge against our red target ball. Let's see what the slug does. Firing. Clear. Wow. Big chunk got taken out the top. A lot of smoke. Kind of overlapped the green tip 556 a little bit. Definitely our biggest surface area so far that got taken out. Not a lot of penetration, kind of like we would have thought, but nice big mark on our ball here. Right, it's still safe back there. Actually found a part of the slug right here. It just smacked right here and then just nailed the ground, just landed right by the ball. Yeah, you can see it. Okay, we have our ball rotated just a bit to get some fresh places to shoot. Let's move up. Okay, we have a round of 308 incoming next. We're shooting it with our Gold Scar, and then we got a few other different guns that we don't usually shoot coming up next. Zach, what do you think's gonna happen with this one?
I think it's going to be the biggest crater yet.
I'm expecting it to be bigger than the green tip 556. Let's see what happens. This is our 308 against our target ball. Firing.
Piece hit my truck.
Let's check out the slow-mo and then we'll look and see what happens.
Oh, wait. What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
Shh. Wow. That was the best hit so far. All that dust just came straight back at us. Like that shrapnel. It looks like the Death Star or something. Is that like a giant eyeball? What do you think? Does that look like the Death Star, Frank? Kind of.
Totally. That's what I thought.
Yeah, like a red death. Back up, Zach! Look at that. You can see pieces of the bullet right there. That
It's like protruded.
is definitely a bigger surface area than the green tip 556. It doesn't almost look like it got as much penetration as the green tip 556 though, but look at this cracking all along the edges. Whoa. You can just see how much it's like weakening all the concrete around it too. So 308, I'm impressed. Do you want to check it out? Did you get to see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah.
I was just
Do you want to
pointing
feel
out
it? All right, next up we have our good old-fashioned bolt-action deer rifle. We're shooting a 30-06. I'll be interested to see how this one compares to the 308. Let's do it. All righty, firing. Knock me back. Yeah, really similar to the 308. Tons of chunks just coming straight back. Lots of dust. Bullets just stuck inside the concrete. Look at that. That definitely looks deeper though to me. Yeah, this is it's gonna be very hot. Get my knife. Yeah, so this looks like a round still stuck in the concrete. Super interesting that these rounds are just kind of getting stuck in the concrete. I guess the concrete's hard enough to stop the round, but not so hard as like a metal to where it's just like basically disintegrating the round when it hits. But yeah, so I think consensus would be maybe a little bit less surface area than the 308, but it certainly looks like the 30-06 went in deeper and penetrated a little bit more. So we're gonna move up to our 6.5 Creedmoor next. Okay, next up, got our 6.5 Creedmoor. There we go. 6.5 Creedmoor against our red target ball. All right, firing.
Dude, some of it started raining down on me.
Basically, kind of what we thought. Our 308, our 30-06, and our 6.5 Creedmoor are all very similar. It looks like, it looks to me, Zach, like the 30-06 had slightly more penetration than either of these. Concrete is hard. That's why they use these things for bunkers and stuff, you know? No more messing around. It's time to move up to the 50 cal. Let's see what this thing does to our target ball. We're gonna rotate it to a fresh side, hit it with the 50, see what happens. Okay, we have our target ball rotated. Fred is standing by. He's hoping that the ball stops the round. I'm gonna go get geared up. We're gonna move this stuff out of the way and then we will fire the 50 cal at our ball. All right, we are downrange. I'm geared up. We have our round of 50 cal ready to go. Frank is about to set up the slow-mo camera. He is currently stretching to run down here and we're gonna hit this ball and see what happens. Frank is now sprinting back to make sure that the range of fire was clear. Good. Range is hot. Firing.
He's landed on the roof.
All right, we're good. Kind of hit in the upper third. I just see a huge crater taking out the top. We're gonna watch the slow-mo first, and then we'll go check out the ball. Oh man, I'm excited for this. Wow, massive. That's just like basically like the 30-06, but just like ×5. The red paint chips are just like glistening like they're on fire. I can't believe those chunks made it all the way back like 80 yards to the roof where we were shooting from. Wow, still didn't have the force to make it all the way through though. All right, we have actually much bigger pieces taken out than I was expecting, especially compared to when we shot the concrete highway barrier down there. There's not this much concrete that came up. So I'm guessing it's just because of the shape of this ball. It was able to just shear off like this quarter of it. So super cool. I don't see our round in it. Here's a hole. Oh yeah, dude, it looks like to me like that's actually the back of the bullet. Yeah, you see that, Zach? Doesn't that look like the round?
Yeah,
that looks like the bullet right there. All right, so we're gonna shoot it one more time. I'm gonna aim just a little bit lower, try to hit like dead center of that ball and see how it reacts to the second round of 50. Let's do it. All right, we are back here at the back of the range. We have our second round of 50. Let's do it. All right, range is clear. Our range is hot. All right, this is 50 cal, take 2. Eagle 1, this is Ghost Rider, requesting clearance to engage.
Just shoot it.
Roger that, green light to Ghost Rider. Firing. Wow, so you can see off the top, that top line cracks, and then that whole side just slowly is like sheared off the side of the ball. Dude, look at this thing. This whole piece just like slid down. So now you can clearly see the bullet from the first shot here. Here's where our second shot entered, and the force of it just sheared off almost like a quarter of this side right here. See if this went any deeper. Okay, so not bad. I don't know, maybe about the same. So that's as far as it went into this hole, not including like the distance that it went here. So pretty similar. I mean, they each penetrated probably, I don't know, 6 to 10 inches, but didn't even make it halfway through our concrete ball, but we got some pretty good damage that time. That's pretty interesting. Another video that Fred survives. Look at this guy.
Little head just hanging out back there.
Look at his little head.
Calm and collected.
All right, thank you guys for watching. That was everything we had against the red ball at Target. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving, and we're looking forward to getting you guys some good videos to end the year. We got some good ones in the pipeline.
I have absolutely nothing planned.
Just, you don't have anything? Okay, well.
Hit it.
Grab your Christmas gear at yee.com. Ferrari coming at 10 mil. Stay safe. God bless our troops. God bless America. And yee. Got some buzzards over here too. Checking out the turkeys that was shot.
Are you pretending to be a chicken?
That's just the vulture sound.
Oh.
Yee Black Friday sales officially live.
What?
Yeah, it ends on Tuesday though, so don't miss out. You get 40% off, like hats, hoodies, t-shirts, all sorts of stuff.
Okay, sweet.
It's a great Christmas gift.
I'll check it out. Thanks, man.
Yeah, have a good one.